What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. Look, I'm tired. It's late, but I gotta drop these videos. Um, so these will be real quick. So apparently, Mafia Old Country is gonna drop at $50. Why is this big deal? It's a big deal because we're in this weird limbo right now where these companies think that they could charge $80 for a video game without any repercussions. This is the thing. The fact that you got games like Expedition 33, which is apparently like a game of the year contender. I haven't played it. I just got it downloaded on Game Pass right now. I just beat South of Midnight, so I'm contemplating whether or not I want to start that first or if I want to play Dead Space 3 so I can finally beat the trilogy because I'm enjoying Dead Space like crazy. But anyways, listen. Xbox is saying that they're going to start charging $80 for games. Nintendo is saying that they're going to start charging $80 for games. But they're going to have a rude awakening because some of these developers are or publishers are dropping their games below that $80 threshold. And if you do that, that means that whenever someone is looking at a game that costs $80, the more that game costs, the more we're going to expect out of it. That makes sense. The more that game costs, the more you're going to expect out of it. So now we're going to compare your $80 games, again, games like Expeditions 33. We're going to compare your game, even if it's against an old game that just got renewed or remastered, like the Oblivion game, right? So these companies got to be real careful. These publishers got to be real careful because I have faith. I have faith that gamers, when it comes to this here, unless they all do it, gamers are really gonna be harsh on those $80 games. I'm I don't see any other way. I don't see any other way. When I just played South of Midnight and I saw how much the game cost, I think the game cost $50 or $40, and I had a great time playing the game. I think definitely a solid game. Graphics in South of Midnight look good. The story in South of Midnight is great. The gameplay is good. I would say that towards the end it got a little bit repetitive, but the game's not that long. I think the game took me like 11 hours to beat, but it was perfect. It was perfect. I don't need this crazy 30-hour game or anything like that. So it was a great game, and I got to play it on Game Pass, but the game is like only 40 or $50. If I'm going to compare an $80 game, again, and just because the game is really long doesn't mean that it warrants the $80 price tag. Is the game good, right? But this is now another game that I have in my arsenal that I'm going to be comparing these games to when they come out. And I'm looking at the price of these things. Do you think your game is worth that much? Do you really think your game is worth that much? I don't know. We'll see. Again, I got faith in gamers. I think this whole $80 games is going to be left for those publishers and developers that really believe in their product. And I think a lot of $80 games are going to flop. That's what I believe. I think a lot of $80 games are going to flop. They might have the initial momentum just based off of the franchise or representing or whatever, but I don't think gamers are going to go ahead and actually support these $80 games or not give them the heat if they don't live up to par. A $20 game, $30 game, $40 game, $50 game, you can let slide with some stuff. You know I'm right because again, the price matches. But those $80 games, they better be perfect. And I don't think the industry could do that right now. Dog 1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.